Jurassic World Evolution. It is finally going to be a series on my channel. We're going to run this more as like a Let's Play, so if you've kind of seen my Let's Design series before, we're going to do something a little less edited for this series. So let's go ahead and jump over into a new game. I played this a little bit on the Twitch channel just to try it out. It's a really cool game, and I'm so excited to finally get around to making a series for you guys over on YouTube. So let's hop over here, start the new game, and see what this is all about.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should, because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
All right, I kind of intentionally haven't really looked up anything on this game, and the only experiences that I have from this game are from that short, probably 2 to 3 hour stream that we did. So yes, we're going to be going through, and I'm probably going to need your guys' help in the comments.
Public relations and crisis management, and I'm here to help you. You'll
And I do
start
know
by building a Hammond creation lab.
that these guys always interrupt what you're saying, so that
We've
should be
already
pretty
started
fun.
on an enclosure for you.
right.
You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding.
Okay. Some of their senses of humor are a little strange, too.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
Of course. All right. So, we have our little
You'll need to connect it
tutorials that we're going to be running through for a while. I'm not really sure how long these episodes are going to be. Like I was saying, this is pretty much just going to be a straight Let's Play, so that should be kind of a little bit different from what my normal stuff
Incubating
is.
a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
All right, so we need the creation lab, which is this the creation lab? Yes, we just put that in. And of course, we have to go ahead and incubate a dinosaur, and they want us to go with the Struthiomimus. Okay, I am really terrible at these names, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me for that. It might end up being funny, I'm not sure.
The machinations
but
of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor.
Oh man, these guys
You know
argue
we've
with each
learned
other
so
a lot too.
much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
Does that mean they keep making these movies? Is that a subtle ploy at that? Who knows? Anyway, let's go ahead, and we have our first dinosaur ready. Let's go ahead and release said dino. And of course, the reveal. It's just a little guy this time.
Life. It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique, and now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Thank you. All right. So at some point, we're going to get to a part where I can talk to you guys a little bit. But we're just going to go through here and basically follow these tutorials a little bit here. This game's a little weird. It's a little complicated at times. That said, it's probably less complicated than I think.
Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
So basically, we have 3 divisions in our company, and from what I could tell through the live stream, these guys all hate each other, and they're always infighting with each other, and it's kind of strange. So we'll I guess figure out all of that as we move on here. I was doing the entertainment contracts on stream, and it ended up being a pretty nice way to go. So I think we're gonna go with that to begin again.
I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
So you can kind of tell why I like this little branch. It's because we get a nice little steady income, and in these kind of games, you kind of need that as you're building out, especially early on. So I figure the security can wait till later. The science can probably wait a little bit. And yes, as long as we get some money in here, we'll be able to do some cool stuff with our parks and our islands. So we have to build, connect, and power an expedition center, and we shall do that right away.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park. So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
So they say it's a balancing act, but as far as I can tell, as long as you do one thing for the marketing department,
The entertainment
a lot of
division is
times,
taking notice of your success.
the other divisions
As your
hate you for
reputation
it.
increases with them,
So it's a
too
very
does the
strange
opportunity to
balancing act in
tackle
this
more
game.
challenging missions.
But we can go ahead and click on our little expedition center here. And the expedition center can send dig teams around the world to find new dinosaur fossils. So in my stream,
An
I was doing this a
expedition
lot.
center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in
Yes, it's
search
going
of
to
new
pretty much
dino
tell us
fossils.
what I just said.
DNA can
So we can select a dig site to start an expedition with a dig team. And then this little icon will pop up when it's ready to send out another team. So this is the only way that I've seen so far in this game to go ahead and get new fossils.
Hey, it's Isaac. How you doing? I got some cool stuff you need to be a part of, so I'm putting it out there. Come on and help the winning team. Mine.
Yeah, like I said, these guys like to fight each other all the time, and it's kind of annoying at times, but I guess we'll have to deal with that. So these guys will occasionally bring you a mission. This one, he wants a commercial park, which he just really wants us to acquire 50% genome on the Carnivores. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and start that mission, and of course we have to look for fossil sites that have
All right,
that dinosaur.
Look, I am all
on
about the
them.
show, and with these dinosaurs, we have one unlike any other on the planet. Theme parks rely on drawing people in, and what is more attractive than new dinosaurs? Well, me, of course. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is let's get some fresh dinos in the hopper.
He says that as if like there's other parks around the world that have dinosaurs. I'm just not sure that's the
Good. Your
case.
first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction.
And there they go right now. The graphics in this game are actually amazing. They're so cool. Occasionally you'll just get like a sun glare off of like a solar
Your
panel.
job is simple, really.
It's just so smooth.
Create
It
dinosaurs,
looks awesome.
which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
It's pretty simple. The one thing that I didn't really do in the live stream too well, I would say, is use the research center
The
to its
research
full
center
potential.
lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
So we can research everything from the research center, and it gives you perks and stuff, and it allows you to make basically cooler dinosaurs. So these actually tend to go quickly. So I really probably neglected this when I first played this game a little bit. So let's go ahead and these things I love, like the clothing shop. It's just a revenue source. Right now we probably don't need it. So let's try to figure out something that would probably help us earlier on here. And something like some of these genetic researches would probably help us, although there are also building upgrades that you can do, if I can find them. And that'll probably end up helping us in the short term right here, right now. So the Expedition Center, actually, we can't upgrade that just yet. But some of these other things like the power grid, I found we typically ran through a lot of power on my first playthrough, and it was kind of scary at one point. So the inventory space is a good thing, but we probably don't need that just yet either. But let's go ahead and grab the power upgrade that allows us to increase the total output of power. And then we'll probably head over to these ranger type things, like the team scheduling would be kind of nice to get, and that kind of stuff. So we'll keep an eye on that. The research, like I said, kind of goes quickly. It's like 3 minutes later. So I don't believe you can schedule research, which is kind of weird to me. I feel like you should be able to, like, pick through the tree and, you know, get that kind of sorted out.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
All right, let's go ahead and check our expedition map. I actually want to send these guys back out. And in the live stream, I didn't know you could keep sending them out to the same place. So I thought like it was, at one point, we didn't have enough of the genome for a certain mission. And I thought it was just like game over. But no, you can keep sending those guys out to the same spot. Now, we'll go into our control room and then check out our fossils here. We have a bunch of things here. So this is how this game kind of works. It's pretty cool. Occasionally, you'll get things that basically have no DNA on them.
The fossil center
and
lets
this
you
is just gonna tell
extract
us the
DNA
same
from
thing
fossils and amber in order to create new dinosaur genomes. Exciting!
Very exciting. But yeah, we could basically just sell these things that have no meaning to us, and we'll make some quick cash up from it. So that expedition cost us, what, like 90 grand? We just made 120 grand from that. That was pretty cool, and it basically paid for itself. But we also have these new things. So we have the Ceratosaurus genome, and we have 44% of that. I believe. Wait, no, 44% can come from. No. We currently have 44%. We need to get more. So these higher qualities will get you more on the extraction. So let's go ahead and extract the DNA on that. I believe here you can extract in a, like, you can schedule ahead, so that's kind of nice. So we have a couple of these other things that we have some DNA we can extract for. Let's go ahead and actually, we have so much money right now. I'm going to just go ahead and schedule all of these. And we should be okay. And as that's working, let's go ahead and see what else we can do out here in the park. The enclosure we put in, or we had originally here, is just a nice simple enclosure. We have our one dinosaur, which I'm going to leave the naming of the dinosaurs to you guys in the comments section. So we have our one dino wherever he may be, but we now have our new viable genome. So we can actually send that dinosaur
I don't know what's worse,
out.
treating these creatures like grist for the mill or propping them up as curiosities.
Yes, quite. Yes, so we can actually make one of those right now. I know he wants us to do that, so I vote we do. What's going to probably happen here is he's going to take down our little STR-001, whatever we end up naming this guy. Actually, we might just call him Food, because I think what we're going to want to do is get some of these carnivorous dinosaurs right away, especially because it is right in our wheelhouse. It's our mission. We're going to get $1 million for that. So I do kind of want to see how much is going on. And actually, I think our dig is back now. Let's go ahead and check out what we have going on here. Yes, so we had, what, like another couple of these fossils? Oh, actually, this one's here ready for us to go as well. but like that one fossil was just extracted. So we have 61% genome on this. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll wait a little bit before we actually make one of these, because the higher up this is, the bigger percentage chance that you are successful in making your dinosaur is. So when it's kind of low, like 61%, it's not very great to make your dinosaur successfully, and you basically just waste money at that point. So anyway, let's go through and get some of these out of the way. These are just kind of simply going through here and doing their work. We can also send out our dig team once again. Do we want to send them back? Maybe. Let's just keep hitting that dig site for a little while here. We'll get as much DNA from that site as possible, and that should be good. Now, let's bounce back over to the research center real fast. And like I said, it was 3 minutes ago that it was completed, but I mean, we've been kind of playing for a few minutes here. So, yes, it really doesn't give you a good, like, understanding of when you actually have new things to research or when you've already researched stuff. So, once again, I'm not really sure what we want to do. Let's go with the team scheduling here. It's $200,000, which is kind of a lot, but having us be able to like schedule our team members will be a pretty good thing. Are there any other buildings that we can get right now? Yes, there are a few. The ACU Center is a pretty good thing to have. The Ranger Station is actually probably necessary first, though, so let's go ahead and build one of those. We are also going to want to look at potentially getting some people in the park here soon. So right now, I don't think we really have any people in the park, but that's simply because there's really not much to do just yet. We do have to get some hotels set up. We also need some gift shops and fast foods and that kind of stuff. So the hotels increase island visitor capacity, allowing for more guests to stay in the park. Now, I'm not really sure if there's a menu that shows us how many people we can have in the park currently, but I'd assume it's around here somewhere. And yeah, just looking at our finances, obviously we aren't really making any money just yet, so we should probably get some things set up here to bring some people in. And let's do that right now. Let's go ahead and set up a couple of these pathwork, or some of this pathwork here. I actually really like the pathing system in this game. As opposed to like a Planet Coaster, this pathing is totally different, but it is way simpler, and it works really well. So a lot of people...
Dr. Dua.
We have
This
a
is our
new
new
person
Director
that's
of
being introduced to us.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Yep. All right, so she wants us to go ahead and incubate, hatch, and release at least 3 new dinosaurs. So this is what I was talking about. So if we do this mission, our reputation changes. We go up in science, but we also go down in entertainment and security. And of course, the reward for this one's actually quite low for the amount of work that we have to do for that, but it is a good thing to take on. And as far as I can tell, I think you can just take on as many contracts as possible. I may be wrong about that, so you guys may want to correct me in the comments. But yes, as far as I've seen, I've never actually seen a contract that increases like science and entertainment while decreasing security. So that's kind of weird to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and accept that. Let's get back here though first. And I actually want to build a hotel. This may not be like the best thing to do, but we're gonna do it anyway. It seemed to work out when I did it in the live stream. So I actually want to put this right up against our enclosure that we have here. I'm not entirely sure if that makes any difference whatsoever, but it is a nice centralized location for us.
Looks like you've run out of power. That's not good.
See,
Build
this
more power
happens all the
stations
time.
Or increase your output.
So we can actually go into our power station since we did that upgrade.
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. the raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Alright, so yes, we've upgraded our power situation here. We've also connected up our hotel. I hope the power is good enough. Our output is 68 and our unused power is 6. So I don't know if the hotel is actually using up power yet, even though it's not connected or it's not completely built just yet. But I guess we'll see what happens after, we get that all done. Meanwhile, our ranger team, or what was that pop-up? I think it was our expedition team is back. Let's go ahead and send them back out. And actually, I think we're going to send them over to this dig site, since it is actually a little bit cheaper. I probably should have been doing that this entire time, but like I said, there are certain things that happen in this game that I kind of overlook at times. I'm still trying to learn this game, but we'll extract both of those, and I think we're going to be maybe ready to go ahead and make one of those new dinosaurs. Like I said, it's going to make a beeline for our original dinosaur and I think eat him, but we should be okay with that. Or are we not? I don't know. I'll tell you a story about the live stream. I actually ended up making, I think 2 of these and 1 of the Edmonton sauruses, and then I put 1 of these in the enclosure, and it made a beeline for the biggest dinosaur it saw, and it just took him out. It was absurd. It was crazy, but yeah, it was kind of sad. I don't know why we're getting the power up overlay there again, but we should be okay there. Let us, what is our plan here? We have our hotel. We should start to see some guests coming in here, which means we're actually going to be making money. The guests do need things to do, though, and if there's anything relatively cheap here, I guess a gift shop is going to be a good thing to build for now. So let's go ahead and build one of those. Right, you know what, let's put it right here, and then of course we'll connect this all up on a path system. And the reason I'm doing this kind of early here is because we do need that money. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get some of that income coming in fairly early. Even though it's going to cost us a little bit, we are gonna want to start to get some of that money rolling in. I really like this pathing system, though, in this game. I'm going to say that probably a lot. But you can make these really cool little sweeping plazas here and there. It's pretty nice. And, of course, it's got a whole bunch of different settings that I haven't really even played with over here just yet. But, yeah. Anyway, I think what we're going to do right now is go ahead and we really do want to get this mission done. So let's go ahead and incubate our first carnivorous dinosaur here, and we have a 70% over here. We can actually go in and modify our genome, which is kind of cool. I don't think we have anything just yet to actually modify this with, although we do have we have a couple things here. So each one of these things adds or subtracts something. So resilience on this one actually goes up by 5 when we apply this robust digestion genome to modify this guy's genome. The viability only goes down 1, and the star rating goes up 2%, which is pretty nice. So let's apply that gene, and then the rest of these we don't have unlocked as of now. This goes back into the research, like I was saying. You can pretty much get in a lot of different modifiers and stuff, so it's pretty cool. And as you build out more authentic dinosaurs and their ratings go up, it is actually way more beneficial to your park. So this may be a do or die moment for our park. Let's go ahead and hit enter to apply that genome. If this doesn't incubate, we're kind of screwed here. But I have a hunch that we should be able to incubate this dinosaur. Let's go ahead and do that and hope that that bar fills all the way up there and it doesn't fail, because currently we're only down to $44,000, which is not a lot. So we're a little strapped for cash here, but as soon as we end up getting that dinosaur released, it's probably going to go and get its first meal. But we should get a lot more people coming over to the park because we have such a cool dinosaur now. And again, that was the marketing guy, the entertainment division. He really wanted us to do that. I was going to send out another expedition, but at the moment we really don't have the money for it. So is there anything that we can actually do here as of right now? I don't know. Does this cost money? Oh, it actually does. Okay, that's interesting. But I was wondering if we could get just a couple trees here and there. It's not looking like it's going to allow us to do that. I don't think there's actually like ploppable trees in this game. Although that said, I didn't really look too hard for that. But no, you can do some kind of interesting things with the terrain work and that kind of stuff. And moving forward, I guess we're going to see some of that. But yes, we actually have a profit per minute of $2,000. That's nice. And actually, the one thing I didn't do was go in here and figure out some of this stuff. And when I say I didn't do that on the live stream. But yes, we can sell a lunchbox. We're selling it for $6. I actually ended up selling different things. And I think for a while on the live stream, I was selling it at a loss, which was kind of funny. But we're going to bump up some of the pricing here a little bit. I know it's probably not the best move right away, but I think for now, just getting a little bit more out of our guests is good for us since we are kind of sitting here on, you know, a low income here, or a low bank. But yes, we finally have our dinosaur incubated. He's ready for release. Let's go ahead and release that dinosaur and see what he does here. I think this is probably going to be the last thing we do in this little episode here. So let me know what you guys think of this with a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We're going to watch him for a little bit to end this episode. But yes, he is here. He is mean. He is loud, and the guests are going to love him. You guys are going to have a mission.
Is what we strive to maintain here on the islands. We do
Yes.
that by making sure their needs are met.
Exactly.
In a way, it's kind of like taking care of the dinos, just with more demands and less understanding. Am I right?
So, yes, as we watch this guy viciously attack our first dinosaur, he, maybe, oh, is that safe to put on YouTube? I don't even know anymore.
And now we reach the
But
inevitable.
Dr. Ian
Life
Malcolm is
begets
disappointed in us.
death. But here's the question that you got to ask yourself. Was this avoidable? The answer? Of course not.
Well,
Death, it's always coming.
yes, it was,
But
Doctor. Let's
could
be
you have
honest.
delayed it?
This was totally avoidable for us.
That's maybe another story.
Yeah, well, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, you guys need to name this dinosaur. In the live stream, we named our first guy Bob. I don't know if you guys want to go with that again. I believe they're all females, if we're going true to the actual movies there. But yes, we have a bunch of money rolling in. People are loving our gift shop and our hotel and our brand new dinosaur. We're going to end this one here, guys. Let me know what you think of this, though. Is there any direction you guys want to see this series go? Do you want longer or shorter episodes? Do you want more frequent episodes? Let me know. And I guess moving forward, it's going to be more me talking and less listening to people, I hope. But I'm looking forward to playing this for you guys. I'm looking forward to you guys influencing this series a little bit as well, because like I said, I haven't really watched a whole lot of this game. So I'm looking for tips from you guys. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys in the next episode.